this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP, looking at the moving averages, the day's support, resistance and pivot levels and the Fibonacci's. It is Friday the 26th of November. Looking at Bitcoin against the US dollar and the hourly candlesticks, mixed start to the day. You can see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 58,502 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 59,937. Support from the broader market will be needed for Bitcoin to break out from 59,500 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 59,423 to cap the upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin target 63,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 68,59. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 57,581 into play. Barring an extended tough on the day, Bitcoin should avoid sub 56,000 levels. Second major support level of 56,146 should limit the downside. Looking at the EMAs, we've got the 50 pulling away from the 100 after yesterday's bullish cross and closing in on the 200. So look out for a further narrowing of the 50 on the 200 to support further upside ahead. So key, avoid the pivot of 58,502, break through 59,500 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Looking at Ethereum against the US dollar, it's a mixed start to the day as well. Going into Ethereum, avoid the pivot at 4444 to take a run at the first major resistance level of 4637. Plenty of support going to be needed for Ethereum to return to 4,600 levels. So barring an extended rally, expect that first major resistance level to cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ethereum target 4,700 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 4749. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 4332 into play. Barring an extended sell on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 4,200 levels. Second major support level sits at 4139. Looking at the EMAs, 50 pulling away from the 100 and the 200, and we're likely to see a possible bullish cross there, 100 through the 200 to support another breakout. So key, avoid the pivot at 4444, break through to 4,600 levels to then bring that 4,700 levels into play. Moving across the Litecoin against the US dollar, bullish start to the day. Going to need to see Litecoin avoid a fall back through the 38.2% fib at 223 and avoid the pivot at 221 to take a run at the first major resistance level sitting at 232. Plenty of support from the broader market will be needed for Litecoin to break out from yesterday's high. It was at 230. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap the upside. In the event of breakout, should see Litecoin target 245 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 240. Fall back through the 38.2% fib at 223 and the pivot at 221 would bring the first major support level at 213 into play. Barring an extended surf on day, Litecoin could avoid sub 210s. Second major support level sits at 202. Looking at the EMAs, 50s pulling away from the 100 after yesterday's bullish cross and closing in on the 200. So look out for a further narrowing of the 50 on the 200 and a possible bullish cross to support a breakout. So key would be to avoid fall back through 38.2% fib at 223 and avoid the pivot at 221 to then target resistance levels on the day. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, it's been a mixed morning. Going to see Ripple's XRP avoid a fallback through the pivot at 1.04 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1.0635 and the 38.2% fib at 1.0659. Support from the broader market is going to be needed for Ripple's XRP to break out from 1.05 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect the 38.2% fib to cap the upside. In the event of breakout, should see Ripple's XRP target 1.1s before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 1.0834. Fallback through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 1.0235 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should avoid sub 1.0 levels. Second major support level at 1.0035 should limit the downside. Looking at the EMAs, there was a slight narrowing of the 50 on the 100, but no immediate signs of a bullish cross. So look out for a pullback through the pivot at 1.04 to bring support levels into play. A move back through to 1.05 levels, however, would bring resistance levels into play.